This is video one. In this video, I'm going to show you how to rebuild the Tier 1 Stack Builder stacks. Okay? This is not for Mass Page Builder. This is not for the branded stacks. This is where we're going to be using Stack Builder only, and it's only for Tier 1. Tier 1 only. Do not rebuild Tier 2 or Tier 3 stacks until you get clearance from me. So the first thing we're going to need to do is log in to the Yax account for PHX, and we're going to go to my websites. All right, that's going to bring you here to the latest build that we've done. This is not where we want to start. Okay? This is not where we want to start. In fact, do not build any new stacks for PHX until I give you the go ahead. There's a reason for that. These numbers are all going to change. If you build a new stack for PHX, these numbers are going to change, and that's going to cause us a problem with stack name and number documentation here of what has been rebuilt and what has not been rebuilt. Okay, so here's the SOP. You have 19 steps for each stack, and the first thing we're going to do is go to my websites, and then we started in August, so we're going to go to the oldest, and so you're going to click the page number 34. And you can see that this was April 10th of 2023. Well, that's not us. We started over here in August. So yeah, here we are. This is August 7th. Okay? But this is a Tier 2 property. We're not rebuilding Tier 2 right now. We are concentrating on Tier 1 only. That's the most critical set of stacks that we have that need to be rebuilt. So we're going to scroll down here until we find a Tier 1 stack builder Tier 1. Okay, there's not a Tier 1 stack builder here on this page. So we're going to go to page 29. And we're going to scroll until we find a Tier 1. Okay, there are no Tier 1s on page 29. So I'm going to go back to page 28. Okay, this is August 16th. Is this a Tier 1? Yes, this is a Tier 1. How do we know? Because the client domain is here as a target URL. Okay, and it's Stack Builder. Okay, this is for Stack Builder only. All right, what you're going to do is click this arrow, and you're going to get the drop-down menu and click clone. That's going to bring you to the diagram builder. Okay, this is the first step in the process. So I've got written down here Stack Builder, but this is really my websites. Okay, and the next step is to choose the next stack built in August through January is how we're working. So we're going to go to the Diagram Builder tab, which is where we are right now. And once you get to the Diagram Builder tab, you're going to scroll down, and you're going to see the header and custom schema text field. And once you look at it, you're going to see that all of those foreign geolocations and some other irrelevant information is here in the schema. So what we're going to do is hold down Shift and an A and to choose all. And we're going to delete all that. Now you're going to go to your Google Drive folder, and you're going to grab the schema for this particular stack. Okay, and you're going to know what it is. They're all labeled. I don't have all of that information open, but you know that all of this is in the Google Drive. and you're going to simply paste in the cleaned schema here, okay? And that is all you have to do on this particular tab. And you can see Jesper did some programming for us so that it saved our tier structure here. So all you got to do is paste in your cleaned schema for this particular target URL right here. This is bathroom remodeling, Tempe, Arizona. Okay, and once you've pasted that in, you're just going to click settings, or save settings. Sorry. So save settings, all right, and Stack Builder lets you know that your settings have been saved. Click OK. All right, back to the SOP. You can see that we've scrolled to the header tags or custom schema field. We removed the old data and replaced with new data, and we saved the settings. Now we're going to go to the content tab. So content generation, and the only thing that you have to do for this tab is you want to come to the meta titles text field, and this stack is geared towards the Tempe, Arizona service page. So you want to make sure there are no meta titles in here that have a foreign geolocation to the target URL. We don't want Minneapolis in here, New York City, Chicago. We don't want any of that. We want Tempe, Arizona in here. So you're just double checking to make sure that this is all about Tempe. If you change anything, it's going to cost us a credit. There's no reason to change everything as long as Tempe is in every one of these lines. But I'm just going to go ahead and click Save Settings, and Yax is going to save that. Okay, so it saved it again for us. I want you to do that on every step. It's in the SOP. It's in there for a reason. So please use it. So let's go to the next one. We've scrolled to the meta titles. We've ensured that there are no foreign geolocations in the meta titles field. We've saved the settings. Now we want to go to the entities tab in Yax. So here's content generation where we are. We're just going to go down here and find entities, and we're going to click on it. And you can see that I've already deleted the document that was right here for the entities, because those entities are what we've spent the last 60 days cleaning up. So what you want to do is either go into Google Drive and find the entities document, or if you've got it on your computer, you can click Browse and you want to put it in here. Okay, so it's probably going to be in Google Drive. You're just going to drag that over and put it here, and then you're going to click Save Settings. Okay, and now Yax has saved it. So let's move on to the next one. We've deleted the old entities document. We've added the new entities document. We have clicked Save Settings, and now we're going to generate a new stack. This is a rebuild or a clone. So you're going to click Generate here in Stacks, and you're going to generate that. And this pop-up you're going to get this pop-up every time. You need to stay on the screen while the program checks the bucket connections. Do you want to continue? And you're going to choose yes. And you can see here on the blue button, Setting Clouds Connectivity is working. So we're going to give that a minute to work and let it do what it needs to do to make sure that the new documents are going to be uploaded to that stack. So we'll just wait until it finishes. Okay, and there's an error here. Usually this is going to say, let's see, usually this is going to say, so we've clicked Generate, we click Yes, and we wait for the connectivity check to complete, and usually it's going to tell you that it's completed. Now there's an error here, and this is a bug in Yax, and I'm going to report that to Jesper. So I'm just going to click that, but let's pretend that it finished its job And now we're finished with this stack. The next thing we're going to do is click the back button. And you can see this is, this is, okay, here it is. Here's Tempe. Okay, so we just did that one, and now we're going to go to this one. So you're going to click on the drop-down arrow, and then you're going to choose Clone, and then you're going to repeat the process. Diagram Builder, Content Generation tab, and then the Entities tab, and saving the settings before you change tabs. And then once you've made the changes on and checks on those 3 pages, or those 3 tabs rather, you're going to click Generate. And then it's going to go through the process and it's going to complete. And if you get an error message from any of these while you're doing this, just go back into your documentation sheet here. Stack name and number. Was it rebuilt? Yes or no? If no, put in the error here in column C, and we will have the YACS programmers check this bug. I'm going to try to get it fixed. In fact, you'll need to hold off on starting this until we get this bug checked, because it looks like YACS is trying to create a new bucket for these rebuilds, and these rebuilds should be going into the same bucket. But if there's an error, you're going to document it here. Document here. Okay? All right, and then you're just going to go down and go through the entire list. We'll go back to, well, we can go back to my websites here. And you're just going to rinse and repeat. So tier one is the only thing we're working on. Do not rebuild any tier 2s. Do not rebuild any tier 3s. Do not build any new stacks until you've talked to me. Until I give you the go ahead. Do not rebuild tier 2. Do not rebuild tier 3. And do not rebuild, or do not build any new stacks. So that's it. Pretty simple process. You have 3 things to check on every stack, then regenerate, make sure it finishes, and document the outcome on the spreadsheet. And that should be it.